to tonight's recap of So You Think You Can Dance.
It's the top 16.
Yay! And it started off with a Charlie Chaplin-styled group dance.
It was in black and white. It was very stylized. The only bit of color was this red umbrella that everyone passed around.
Artistic.
It really was. It was very effective.
Yes.
Whoever choreographed it that way, Thais Diorio. It was great.
Yes.
We always, when we see the group number, we don't know who the choreographer is at first, and we always try and guess, and nobody guessed Thais tonight. So
I was feeling a little bit blank with this one. Actually, I thought it was Sonia, but then I was like, she always does everything.
And then I thought, ooh, maybe it's Stacy Tukey. But it was Thais.
Alright, so Kat lets us know that the show's taken 2 weeks off after tonight.
What?
And they said it was for a sporting event. Obviously the Olympics, but they didn't want to call it the Olympics because that would be like promoting it. And it's on NBC.
It's a little lame that they're doing that.
Hey, the Olympics, everyone's going to be watching that, and no one's going to watch anything else. Alright, so the judges this week, Nigel, Mary, and special guest judge Christina Applegate.
Yes, I love Christina Applegate. I think she's fabulous.
Yes.
Alright, so Tiffany and George were up first.
So the theme of this week was everyone had to say something that America didn't know about their partner.
Alright, well, we find out that George peed his pants in his very first race when the starter's pistol went off.
That's so sad.
I probably would have too. Anyway, they did a hip hop by Nappy Tabs, and bleh.
I mean, it was a little bit flat for me. It didn't really pop.
I mean, I thought they were great. They did a great job, but the choreo was bleh.
Did they do a great job?
I think they did.
I think they did a good job.
I think they did a great job for what they were working with.
Alright,
But
well,
I
next
didn't like
up
the choreography. It wasn't memorable.
Amber and Brandon with a jazz routine by Ray Leeper.
Dirty.
It was.
It was very dirty. Too sexy. She was a bendy doll.
I thought Amber really stole the show on this one.
She did. But you know what? He did some great partnering, and he allowed her to be the showcase, so he did a good job too. All right, Janelle and Darian. I love that his name is Darian. They had a cha-cha by Pasha.
Oh, I love
it. All right, it was okay.
I really liked the choreography, but
it was rough.
It was a little bit rough.
In many spots.
There was some footwork problems, some clunkiness there.
Some sickle feet, some ugly hands, no chemistry. What was good about it? Pasha.
Yeah.
Okay. Lindsay and Cole up next with a contemporary by Mandy Moore.
It was basically like Lindsay was all happiness in the world, and Cole was like not happy.
Well, I thought it was awesome choreography. And let me mention that Lindsay don't like feet.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I don't either.
They're scary.
They're gross.
And the judges went absolutely nuts for this.
They did.
But I didn't really love it.
I feel like this may be one of those routines that you have to see in person to really be wowed. Because they kept mentioning the lighting and maybe like something didn't really translate.
Yeah, it doesn't always translate over the television wires.
Yeah, so I think it's like a you had to be there kind of thing.
Amelia and Will up next with a jazz routine by Mandy Moore.
I really like this one. It was supposed to be like opposites attract.
I thought it was quirky, and I love quirky. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best that they've done, but it was pretty good.
I'd say it was like my second favorite of the night.
Could be. Audrey and Matthew with their salsa up next. Sloppy.
Yeah, I really wanted to like this because I love salsa, but
it was very slow. It wasn't the normal salsa that I'm used to seeing.
I mean, I've seen some good, I go salsa dancing every Friday, I'll preface with that. I've seen some slow salsas, and they did not look that, they shouldn't look that sluggish. I'm so tired.
But they had no chemistry too, so that didn't help their situation out either.
There was also a lot of posture issues for me, for Audrey, for me, for her. So, you know.
Well, to get the taste out of our mouths, the next number was our favorite of the night.
This was the best of the night by far.
Whitney and Keon with their Contemporary by Stacey Tukey. But I love Stacey Tukey too. Beautiful.
Yes. And they danced
so
to
great.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
it was beautiful.
Whitney.
It really was. I loved Mary's levitating downward. That's falling slowly.
Okay.
Falling slowly, yes. I loved it. All right, Eliana and Cyrus. They had a hip hop by Nappy Tabs.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a gross belly button, let me say. That was his little secret. That wasn't such a secret.
The on symbol, like the power symbol.
Yeah.
I don't like belly buttons.
I give it a...
I dislike belly buttons as much
feet.
as I dislike feet.
Yeah. Well, I really love the arrangement of Toxic that they danced to. I thought it was perfect for that routine. And, it was interesting and cool. Again, great, but not my favorite. I give it a...
All right. Let's talk about the bottom 6. For the girls, it was Amber, Whitney, and Eliana.
And for the boys, Brandon, Darian, and George.
Okay, so this season, since they have the different format, not everyone in the bottom is necessarily going to do a last chance solo. So this week, they only picked 4 of the 6 dancers. So it was Amber, Eliana, Brandon, and Darian. So you're like, well, I guess the other girl and guy must be safe. It's not Whitney, by the way. It was Lindsay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Whitney. Never
mind.
It was
Lindsay.
Anyway, they didn't go home. But we'll get to that in a minute. The Alvin Ailey group came out. And let me just say, guys in skirts, gotta love it. 2 words, petite more. All right. It was really good. The judges decide to send home Amber. And I'm really surprised because I thought Amber's solo was better than Eliana's.
I think they wanted to keep Eliana because she's a ballerina and they don't have any other ballerinas on the show.
Yeah.
They have a ballerino.
Right.
But
that's a shame because I really thought Amber deserved to stay, especially after her performance tonight. Bendy doll. All right. Out of the guys, who went home? Brandon.
You don't know?
He's falling asleep the whole time. I'm dying.
All right.
And I'm not surprised because I thought Darian's solo was really good.
Yeah. I thought Brandon did really well, though, considering he's a stepper.
True. So, again, I'm surprised. And it's funny that the 2 that went home were partnered this week. It was their first time together. All right, so, in trouble this week, who's it going to be? Leave it in the comments who you think is possibly going home next 2 weeks.
Okay.
We think it could be Audrey or Matthew or Janelle and Darian, yeah.
We'll see.
But I really like that Brandon thanked baby Jesus.
Not actually baby Jesus. That's just what I said. He thanked Jesus.
Maybe he meant baby Jesus.
Maybe.
How do you know he meant adult Jesus?
I don't know.
Exactly. All right, kids. Till 2 weeks. Much love.